All right, YouTube, let's talk about it. I lost 30 pounds. Wait. Let me do the math real quick. I should have done the math before I cut the camera on. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. All right, in October, I was 198. Right now, I'm sitting at 169. New Year's Day, I was 167.3 or something. So that was my low of this diet, all right? So, I'm up 2 point something pounds. I was 174, no, 74, 75, a couple days ago, and I decided, scale it a little bit back, right? I didn't decide to start cutting again. I just wanted to, I want to stay lean, all right, relatively lean from New Year's. Well, I was lean before New Year's. You see, I would say I was lean. You see, I started October, November, mid to late November. I was pretty lean. Then I got ripped. Then I got shredded. A lot of people don't understand there's levels, right? And no disrespect when I say this, because I've been at every level, from morbidly obese to shredded. All right. So you got morbidly obese, you got obese, you got, and I'm speaking on myself, so I don't mean to offend nobody. Fat, chubby, not fat, because people, when you get to that not fat, people be like, oh, why you dieting? You're not fat. You might have a flat stomach or whatever, but you don't have abs showing, all right? Then you got lean, where you starting to see things pop out, whatever. Your veins starting to pop out, your muscles starting to show a little more. Matter of fact, let me take this jacket off. Y'all can't see nothing. Oh, this is my shirt I wore at the gym today, all right? Do not disturb, right? Because when I go to the gym, I'm there to work out. That's another topic for another video. All right. So, but that will help you keep the fat off. All right. But the fat loss mostly gonna come from your diet, know your numbers. So we're gonna get into that. So lean, then you got ripped, then you got shredded, then you got stage ready, going on the stage, bodybuilding, to where you ain't got no body fat on your body at all, right? So I like to get as close to there as possible. And to each his own. To each his own. Or her own. But we're going to talk about how am I staying lean, or ripped, or shredded, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, knowing your maintenance calories. The number one thing that people deny and they don't want to do is count their calories, and they don't want to know their maintenance calories. They want to do all these different ways of losing weight, which some of the ways that they do, if they can stick to it, will work. But regardless of you counting your calories or not, to lose body fat, you have to be in a caloric deficit. So you cannot tell me somebody lost weight without being in a caloric deficit. Caloric deficit meaning you're eating less calories than you're burning per day. You can do that without counting calories. But the reason I always tell people it's a big mistake is because what's going to happen when you get done dieting. All right, when you come out of your caloric deficit, if you would have found out your maintenance calories and know where your calories are, once I get done eating X amount of calories to lose weight, I can bump my calories up a little bit to maintain my weight. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to throw out a number. Let's say I was cutting at 2,000 calories, right? Let's say I was eating 2,000 calories while I was dieting. Let's say my personal maintenance calories was 2,700. When I get done dieting, I can go straight back to that 2,700. That's 7 more hundred calories per day that I can eat, right? Also, I know some people who know about calories are going to say this, and you're right. Your maintenance calories do move, all right? So when I was 198 compared to when I'm 169, my maintenance calories to keep me at 198 is way higher than what my maintenance calories to keep me at 169 is. I wouldn't say way higher because also I feel like I'm burning more calories. Yes, the heavier you are with the same activity, you're burning more calories. But I'm doing way more activity than I was at 198. So it might not be way more, but it's still more, right? So yes, your maintenance calories will move depending on your body mass and depending on your activity level, calories in, calories out, right? But knowing my calories, I can easily keep the weight off because all I did was bump my daily calories up just a little bit while still doing the activities that I've been doing, the activities I've been showing y'all, the cardio I've been showing y'all, walk and talk cardios. I haven't really started back on my basketball cardio with my son, but we just bought a ball yesterday, so we're gonna play basketball like we used to. Just all the stuff like the stair stepper in the gym. My job is a lot of calories burnt. A lot of calories burnt all the time. So the physique still looking like it looked on New Year's. The physique is still looking like it looked on New Year's. A lot of people, right? This is what, January 16th? So it's over 2 weeks past New Year's, right? I was done dieting on New Year's because I didn't wait. Excuse my voice, I just got over a cold. I didn't wait, right? So I was already done dieting, and to maintain it throughout January and maybe throughout February, mid to late February, I'm going to go on a bulk. Not really like a bulk, like, no, when you say bulk, that's saying like I will gain like pounds and pounds of weight. No, that is not my goal. My goal is to stay in my mid to late 160s throughout January. I would say 160 something. Let me see, my low was 167. I might go ahead and get down to 165 just for the fun of it. Just so I can get a little bit more leans, a little bit more shredded. I'm not competing or nothing, so I don't have to get like yakety yak. But okay, let's say I stay between mid 160s to very early 170s throughout January and throughout February, right? And then I'm going to slowly, maybe 1 pound every 3 weeks from when I decide like mid to late February to I reach my limit. My limit is, I say I'm going to do about 185. And that's subject to change only by me. Probably 185 in my high on my bulk, right? So 185, that's 15 pounds more than, well, 170. Yeah, 16 pounds more than right now. 16 pounds is not gonna make me fat. All right, 185 on my way down from 198. I was already seeing a little leanness. 175 and I was starting to see a little more leaner. You know what I'm saying? But on the way back up, especially if I do it slowly, a little bit of muscle will be gained with that. Strength, pushing the weights, still doing the cardio. So keeping the fat at bay, even while gaining weight. So I will be gaining good, clean, slow, steady weight. Slow and steady weight gain. Just like I always recommend slow and steady weight loss on the way down. Because a lot of people don't realize that your first few initial pounds on a weight loss journey, you're not really even losing body fat. You're losing water weight, glycogen from the liver, glycogen from the muscle, just like on the way back up. So when I was 167 at the end of my diet on New Year's, and I ended up being 174. I think I forget. That's only a few pounds, right? 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. So that 7 pounds, the majority of that is water weight, muscle glycogen, liver glycogen. Your muscles and liver have to fill up with glycogen before your body starts to build fat. Same thing on the way down. Your body's gonna lose the water weight, that muscle and liver glycogen is gonna lose that before it starts typing into the body fat. All right. So you have to understand when you go to the gym, you have to be burning those calories. All right. A lot of people go in there and they treat it like a spa day. They do what you want to do. I'm just saying, if the majority of your workout time in the gym is not a workout, please. I tell people all the time, be honest with yourself. You ain't got to tell me. You ain't got to tell another soul in the world. Think about the last time you went to the gym and honestly ask yourself, was that an actual workout? A lot of people do not understand what a workout is. They go in there, they chat with their buddies, they lean against the machine, they play on their phones, sitting there, hogging up and people be worried about, I'm not going to diss New Year's resolutioners. I know 90% of the people that right now watching me are New Year's resolutioners. You just started, and that's great. Baby steps, baby reps. You got your trainer wheels on. Do not take your trainer wheels off yet. I'm not telling you to jump into the deep end and start going crazy. That's a big mistake. A lot of people do that and they burn out, they give up. Just like on a diet. A lot of people go from eating whatever they want to eat super duper duper clean and they can't take it, so they binge later. I tell people these things all the time and they tell me that ain't gonna happen. And everybody that tells me that ain't gonna happen, it happens to them. Faster than the people who didn't tell me. You know why? Because the people who did tell me that, they probably listened a little bit. Listening is part of the learning. Think about everything you ever learned in your life. You had to listen to somebody. So, what makes fitness any difference? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So to keep the weight off, you have to basically do the same thing you did to lose the weight, but just not as much. You see what I'm saying? You see how I always recommend slowly cleaning up your diet. So once your diet goes from, okay, people that don't diet, let's just keep it real. I've been there. I'm a human being. All right? And I go back there all the time on purpose. So I'm not